It's kind of interesting. So, without question, Broncos ran the ball very effectively. Former offensive lineman Brian Baldinger breaking down some of the things that the Broncos did well against the Browns.
The Broncos pounded the Browns. Great defense, but it starts with push. Big Quinn, Cushenberry, right here, Powers, along with Bowles, and Javonte goes for 7. Who runs it on 3rd and 4 in this league? It's a 90% pass play at your own 22-yard line. But when you got the mighty Quinn, you just inside trap it. And then you get to the second level with Powers, and Javonte goes for 6. Sometimes these traps work. Sometimes they're supposed to work. So you double it up, and there it goes again. Excellent job by Bowles and Powers getting to the second level. And right there, Ryan, who got hot, pounds that one. And then sometimes you got to slow down. The Defensive Player of the Year candidate, Myles Garrett, you run read option right at him. Put him in the deep freeze, and Russell goes for 19. He'd run it in for a touchdown on that same play to the other side. And then you just run strong sign, counter, Trey. You bust this out, Powers, Bowles with the deke leader right there, and Javonte rips off 1 for 10. Oh, they power football. How about Ben Powers right? Bam! Javonte rips one off for 15. 39 carries, 169 yards. It was beautiful.
And Jeff, the one thing is the traps were something that the first Ravens game were a problem, and mobile quarterbacks have been something that has given this defense, which has been fantastic. I am in no way, doing anything other than praising this defense. Those traps and mobile quarterbacks have been a problem.
Well, and look, we're in this era now, and everybody would have said, the '85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Dude, there weren't quarterbacks in those days consistently who run like these guys run in the NFL nowadays. Quarterbacks didn't run like back then. And look, you should have coaches and you have the resources, the film, the analytics, everything you need to put together a good game plan every week. Look, sometimes your plan's just going to be better than the opposing team's plan. But even still, you think about it, 39 for 169, that's not necessarily anything to write home about. The problem was it was all or nothing for the Browns. It was either a 13, 14-yard run or they stopped them for -2. And that's not been the issue in weeks past. Weeks past has been 3, 4, and they've kept the number, within the average. The overall average of what they gave up yesterday wasn't that bad. It was just that they got gashed for some big ones and some timely ones, obviously the Russell one. And then, early with the traps, you looked at it like a scrimmage, there was about 12 feet, if not more, between your two defensive tackles. And, is that one where they just said, obviously Jim Schwartz, figured, hey, we're going to play the outside, we're going to play the outside, we're going to play the outside. Obviously, Russell Wilson is a very, very accomplished quarterback. And, obviously was just audibling to the traps up the middle because it was wide open and they were there. Again, it's chess. I do this, what do you do? And by the time the Browns started adjusting back, they were behind. They did not have, the ability on the offensive side of the ball to get the yards and the points they needed. But, hey, it's the NFL. Everybody's supposed to be good.